Okay, so someone needs to call the police because Nyjah Houston just got robbed. Seriously, what was Thrasher thinking with this one? So before I get into it, don't forget to give this video the thumbs up if you enjoyed and leave a comment below whether you guys think Nyjah got robbed. I personally think he did, but I want to hear from you guys whether you guys think he did. And also, don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Okay, so I just want to start off this video by saying no disrespect to Tyshawn Jones and his skating. I saw his parts, they were absolutely incredible. He's had an amazing year. I remember my jaw physically dropping throughout his parts. One moment in particular was his huge nollie backside flip when he rolled up the wheelchair ramp and gapped it over the rail. I just remember my jaw just dropping at the amount of stees and pop he got. Nollie backside flip isn't a trick that you see be done often. So props to him. And not to say that he doesn't deserve Skater of the Year either. I think he's incredibly deserving and I think his skateboarding's really fun to watch. He has an incredible amount of pop to his tricks and a unique style. But in saying all of that, my jaw was dropped the entire time throughout Nyjah Houston's Need That part. It was just on a whole other level. So love him or hate him, you can't deny that Nyjah's skating is just on a whole other level. And that part was not only bat crazy, but it just raised the bar of skateboarding to just an insane level. Like, this part was just a game changer for skateboarding. Literally most of the tricks done in Nyjah's Need That part would be a lot of other pros' enders. Like, all of them were just bangers. And most of the tricks done in his part were tricks that you could only dream about seeing like 10 years ago. So I might back up a bit. If you guys are not already in the loop, a few weeks ago, Nyjah dropped not one, but two parts that equated to around maybe 20 minutes of footage. And this wasn't just filler footage either. These were all bangers, like incredible tricks. As I said before, my jaw was dropped the entire time. And his second part in particular, his Need That part, was just absolutely incredible. But not only that, Nyjah's also been competing in Street League this year and has been doing really well with that as well. His second part in particular, the 12-minute part I mentioned before, in my opinion, it was an absolute game changer for skateboarding and he absolutely raised the bar to a new level. A level that, in my opinion, is going to be really difficult to reach for other skaters. So his parts featured tricks that were not only insanely difficult, but he executed those tricks with extreme precision and made a lot of the tricks look easy, which is really, really hard to do when you're skating at that level. So the question is, why did Nyjah lose? And why was Skater of the Year given to Tyshawn over Nyjah when he just raised the bar and took skateboarding to this whole new level? And again, no disrespect to Tyshawn, his parts were amazing. So I think there's a lot of hidden politics going on behind the scenes within Thrasher. So I understand that Nyjah's position within the skateboarding community is a bit polarizing. Like, people have very different opinions on him. He gets a lot of hate. Many people struggle and have a hard time separating the art from the artist. Many people dislike Nyjah as a person because of his jock-like personality within skateboarding and the fact that he can oftentimes come across as a bit of a dick. In my opinion, personality aside, his skateboarding speaks for itself. I believe that even before this part dropped, without a doubt, Nyjah was one of the best skateboarders in the world. There's no denying that, and I believe that this most recent part just cemented that fact. It's also worth mentioning too that besides his personality, many skaters also disliked him before that because he was a bit of a comp skater. And at the time, he was winning a lot of comps and wasn't really street skating. And skaters are quite particular about that. They've sort of eased these days with that whole stigma. But I remember at the time, it was quite frowned upon. Even someone like Ryan Sheckler was copping a lot of flack for just competing in competitions and not pushing out footage. So skateboarders are very particular about certain things. And there's a certain culture surrounding it. And when something goes out of the norm, people tend to dislike that. And the interesting thing is too, Nyjah has a lot of haters, but as soon as he dropped that "need that" part, a lot of those haters agreed that he deserves Skater of the Year this year. If I had to guess, I reckon there's a lot of politics going on behind the scenes within Thrasher that we just don't know about. And while I did love Tyshawn's skateboarding, I think there's obviously something deeper going on. If you guys are a Nyjah hater still and don't think he deserves Skater of the Year, I just want to leave you guys with one last thought. If you took all the same tricks Nyjah did at every single spot and had the exact same part, but replaced Nyjah with another pro, do you think he would have won? Let's just slot in Milton Martinez, for example. If Milton did all of the same tricks as Nyjah in his "need that" part, do you guys think he would have lost Skater of the Year? I have no doubt that if that happened, Milton would win 100% of the time. There is no way he would lose Skater of the Year with a part like that. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to leave your opinion in the comment section. I love reading your comments and I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. Anyway guys, don't forget to give this a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and have a nice day.